America's heartland, fields of gold, skies of endless blue. But in one corner of this idyllic landscape, a shadow falls. A town shrouded in darkness, its name whispered with a shiver. This is a town in America, where evil lingers in the air like the smell of rain on dry earth. The statistics paint a grim picture: unsolved mysteries, cold cases piling up like autumn leaves. The townsfolk walk with a haunted look in their eyes, their smiles strained, their laughter hollow. Fear is a constant companion, a chilling wind that never ceases to blow. Tourists, drawn by morbid curiosity, come to see the infamous landmarks, the sites of unspeakable acts. They whisper tales of horror, their voices hushed, their gazes darting nervously. But for the locals, it's not a spectacle, it's their life, a grim reality they can't escape. The town's story is a tapestry woven with threads of violence, despair, and a darkness that seems to seep from the very ground itself. It's a story that needs to be told, a story that will chill you to the bone and leave you questioning the very nature of good and evil. The crimes themselves are the stuff of nightmares, brutal murders in the dead of night, disappearances that leave behind only empty rooms and unanswered questions, arsons that paint the sky with an eerie orange glow. Each incident adds another layer of darkness to the town's already tarnished reputation. The whispers started then, whispers of a shadowy figure lurking in the night. The killer was never found, the case growing colder with each passing year. Then came the string of disappearances, young women vanishing without a trace. Their families left with nothing but unanswered questions and a gnawing emptiness that time could not heal. The town held its breath, waiting for the next victim, the next name to be added to the growing list of the lost. Each crime, each unsolved mystery added to the growing sense of dread. The townsfolk began to see shadows in every corner, to hear whispers on the wind. The evil that haunted this town was not a figment of their imagination. It was real, palpable, and growing stronger with every passing day. But where did this darkness originate? What were the historical events that planted the seeds of evil in this once peaceful town? To understand the present, one must step into the past, into the very roots of the town's existence. Some say it began with the gold rush, a time of greed and lawlessness that drew the worst elements of society to the area. Prospectors, gamblers and outlaws flocked to the town, their eyes glinting with avarice, their hearts hardened by the harsh realities of frontier life. Violence was commonplace, justice a fleeting notion. Others point to the Native American burial ground that lay beneath the town, a sacred site desecrated by the settlers who claimed the land as their own. They whisper of ancient curses, of vengeful spirits seeking retribution for the wrongs inflicted upon them. The earth itself seemed to cry out in pain, its sorrow manifesting in the darkness that enveloped the town. Whatever the cause, the town's history is a litany of tragedy and bloodshed. Wars, plagues, and natural disasters have left their mark on its soul, etching lines of pain and suffering onto its very fabric. The weight of the past bears down on the present, a heavy shroud that suffocates any hope of redemption. Living with the darkness. The impact on the town's residents is profound. They live with a constant awareness of the darkness that surrounds them, their lives shaped by the fear that permeates every aspect of their existence. Children grow up hearing tales of horror, their innocence stolen by the grim reality of their surroundings. They learn to be wary of strangers, to avoid dark alleys, to lock their doors and windows tight. Trust is a luxury they cannot afford. Adults bear the weight of the past, their faces etched with worry, their eyes haunted by the memories of the crimes that have plagued their town. They live with a sense of resignation, a belief that the darkness is an inescapable part of their lives. The town's social fabric is frayed, its sense of community shattered by suspicion and fear. Neighbours eye each other with distrust, their conversations laced with unspoken anxieties. The bonds that once held them together have been eroded by the constant presence of evil. A legacy of fear. The town's dark history is not just a collection of stories, it's a living, breathing entity. It shapes the present, casts a long shadow over the future. It's a legacy of fear, passed down from generation to generation. The town's name has become synonymous with evil, its reputation preceding it like a dark cloud. Tourists come to gawk at the scenes of the crimes, their morbid curiosity a source of both revenue and shame for the locals. The townsfolk, trapped in this cycle of violence and despair, yearn for a brighter future, a chance to break free from the chains of their past. But the darkness is tenacious, its grip on their lives unrelenting. Will this town ever escape its darkest chapter? Can it shed its reputation and emerge from the shadows? Or is it destined to forever bear the weight of its bloody history, a chilling reminder of the evil that can lurk in the heart of America?